It's Monday with the Mayor on 18 WJTS. Hello, I'm Bill Potter. I am in the City Hall of Jasper, and I am joined by Jasper Mayor Dean Vonderheide. Dean, it's the holiday season already.
Well, it sure is, and you can tell that the weather's changed, and people, the attitudes have all been propped up from the sunshine and just the coolness outside.
We're going to talk about the Impact Jasper comprehensive plan, and let's go back a little bit. 2018 since this started?
Right. We did a lot of public community forums back in 2017 and 2018 to find out what it was the public wanted the city of Jasper to do over the course of the next 5 to 10 years and set the priorities for the council and for the city staff going forward. And so we took all those inputs and we formulated that into what we called the Impact Jasper Comprehensive Plan. And again, it's 5 to 10 years. We've been working it pretty hard. Every year we get together as a council and staff and we prioritize the items in the Impact Jasper Comprehensive Plan with funding, because you can't do it unless you get the funding to go with it. And we have really been knocking it out of the park as far as accomplishing many of these objectives.
You know, oftentimes things happen and we don't realize why they happened. What are some things that have happened that were a result of this already, and what are maybe some things for the future?
Well, a lot of it is infrastructure. You know, when you look at our water line projects that we've implemented, we've put a new water line down Newton Street. We're here right now doing Main Street in the downtown revitalization, new stormwater projects, new parking lots, roads, expansions to our park system. I'm going to go back to the Tin Clark Cultural Center, because even back then the library and the city were working together on a joint project to do something as far as a new library facility. So we were able to accomplish that in the last 4 years. But one of the outstanding major projects that's out there is an indoor recreational wellness facility and including aquatic center, and that's one that has a big price tag on it. We haven't been able to really kind of find the funds for it, so it's one of the few projects, one of the big projects that's out there that we're looking at approaching here in the next coming year. The transportation systems. We've looked at various options as far as providing public transportation, and we've trial and error on several of those. But those are really some of the key. Housing has been a problem for quite a long time, and we need housing. I know last week I mentioned that, you know, we've been averaging about 100 new residences a year in construction. We could use probably 5 times that for the next several years in order to catch up. But if you don't have housing, you can't get the talent to move here. And if you can't get the talent to move here and you grow your city, it's very difficult to attract business, and especially high-paying businesses. So we need to have the talent here in a growing community in order to attract businesses in the future.
Kind of like a balancing act, I guess, in a way. And speaking of balancing, you're going to have to prioritize things again and start a whole new year on the impact.
Yeah, we will. We will. After the first of the year, we'll meet again and we'll prioritize what's left on our plan and what has been given to us since then. So there have been some additions that we work on based off of what, again, public input.
It's funny how we forget the inconvenience. I remember when the lines were being put down 231 and how rough that was. Now it's done, and you forget it was even done and part of this plan.
Yeah, you know, I took over when Mayor Seitz resigned. He resigned right when 231 Newton Street was being torn up and the new sewer lines were put in, and he went with Senator Braun for a great reason, you know. But at that time, the city was in turmoil because they didn't know how to get up and down 231, and it was a pain. A lot of complaints back then, but now people love driving on it. We've had some complaints about the downtown, but we've really tried to keep it open with the downtown revitalization, and Quadrant 1 will be done here in December. So feel pretty good about that, and the fact that we'll have all the materials available to us to move on to the next 3 quadrants next spring.
And a lot of that work, I can see it now. You can kind of, I mean, you see the pictures, okay, well, that's one thing, but when you actually see the ground the way it looks now, it's really pretty close. You can kind of envision it better.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's taken shape, and now I'm receiving a lot more compliments about the way it looks and how it's going to flow. And we got to remember this was not a 2-lane road; it was a single-lane road with on and off ramps, if you will. So it will remain that way, and it's not meant to be wide lanes for speed. It is meant to be very conscientious of pedestrian traffic in the downtown area.
Okay, now we are almost at the holiday season. Santa's coming to town.
Yeah, Santa's coming this Friday, and we always look forward to the annual event through the Otanabam days, and this year it's an Otanabam season, so it continues on through December. But he'll be arriving and on the fire truck again this year around noon, I think it is, on this Friday. So come downtown and see Santa at his workshop or his little house out here in the square.
And see the work that is progressing, so you have kind of a little bit more of an idea.
You get a chance to see the work that we are doing in the downtown area and what it might look like in the future.
Mayor, thank you very much, and continued good luck with the impact, Jasper. That's really has made a difference, and it continues to do that.
Well, this is a roadmap. It's a roadmap for the future, and whether I'm in office or somebody else comes into office, it is intended to be a continuation of activity for the community. It's built by the community, so it's what we represent.
Well, happy Thanksgiving, Mayor.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
All right, and thank you for watching Monday with the Mayor. We have been at Jasper City Hall with Mayor Dean Vonderheide. I'm Bill Potter on 18 WJTS. We're local people watching local people.